people on Patreon, they put in for FranLab stuff, for the videos and everything that I do here. And the overhead of that has increased over the last year, but even more than the overhead of the FranLab is the cost of the healthcare, because they made some changes last year. They changed the healthcare law, and also because, I guess counterintuitively, because I had to raise extra money last year to pay for the healthcare, it actually raised my gross revenue because it's counted as revenue. So everything that comes in is revenue, especially from GoFundMe's and Patreon. But anyway, because Patreon is intended to pay for FranLab, the new reality of what it's going to cost me just for my own healthcare, it's just tanking the finances. So I have to raise separate funds for healthcare. I started a GoFundMe, and link is in the description, to try to raise separate funds apart from FranLab, separate funds for my personal healthcare costs, which this year are going to be unaffordable. I can't be taking that money out of FranLab because FranLab has to be self-sustaining, and these costs are going to be very high. And I have to make a decision, depending on how successful the GoFundMe campaign is. I'll have to make a decision as to whether or not I continue to purchase health insurance or not. Because of changes in the law and such, and because of the fact that I had to bring in more money for personal reasons, I'm really not eligible for the subsidy anymore. And so, like, the base cost for simple, like, rudimentary health insurance, it's astronomical. It's like $16,000 for a base. It's called a silver plan, but it's basically just like it's like a plan that you can't use. It's the same plan I had last year. Last year, I was still getting a small subsidy. I'm not going to have that this year, but insurance that I was purchasing, it was supposed to be, well, at one point it was decent insurance, but it just got whittled down over the last, 3-4 years to be basically useless. The deductibles got so high. All the specialists that I had to see last year, the special eye doctor, for the bone doctor, a podiatrist, dental, opticians, skin specialist, all the specialists that I had to see last year, for one reason or another, were all out of network. And so I had to pay out of pocket for all the specialists that I saw on top of paying the insurance. And so when I look at the out-of-pocket expenses, it makes me wonder. It's like, well, with the idea that you've got to pay $16,000 through the year for insurance that isn't even going to kick in, and you think, well, Fran, it's for catastrophic things if you end up in the emergency room. But the emergency room deductible is like $5,000. So until I rack up like $5,000, it's not even going to kick in. So it's like to pay $16,000 just for the privilege of having insurance that somehow I'd be able to use, even though it doesn't cover prescriptions, doesn't cover optical stuff, doesn't cover dental stuff. It's a very hard decision to make. But basically, until my out-of-pocket expenses exceed like 18 or 20,000, it wouldn't even make sense to have that rudimentary insurance, because you wouldn't even, with that buffer in there, you wouldn't even be using it it wouldn't even be paying for itself. It used to. That's the thing. Years ago, and not even that many years ago, between the labs and the tests and the specialists that I had to see, it was all more or less covered, even with the deductibles and stuff. It was a very worthwhile thing to have health insurance. But over the last few years, they've basically whittled the health insurance down. This is the state of Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth. When I had my insurance on the ACA, it was basically, it covered everything. But I got pushed off of that because of the healthcare law. There's a caveat in there that says that if any state in the country makes its own healthcare exchange, you're no longer eligible, if you live in that state, to be on the ACA, and you have to purchase from the state. So it's a big racket. And the state created Penny, and the insurance that they offer on Penny, it's all basically shit insurance until you get up to like $3,500, $4,000 a month. Unless you can afford $4,000 a month, you're going to have useless insurance. And it's a big racket. The state gets kickbacks from the insurance companies, and you have to buy from the state. That's it. You can either buy private, if you're really, really, really rich. But, if you're working class, anything in there, the insurance system in the U.S. is basically useless. I mean, until you get up into where you're paying $3,000, $4,000 a month, you're not even going to have insurance that's going to cover anything. So if you're self-employed, and this is the bottom line, if you're self-employed, if you're a gig worker, if you work for tips, as I do, I work for tips. That's what FranLab is. I'm working for tips. If you're self-employed like that, you're really basically just knocked out of the system, because it's basically, if you're self-employed, you're not covered. They don't look at your net taxable income in Pennsylvania. They don't look at your net taxable income. They charge you on your gross. I'm basically, just like last year, stuck between a rock and a hard place. FranLab, this is the good news, FranLab is doing very well. Last year I got a few super patrons. There are a few super patrons, and you all know who you are basically holding up FranLab. I've got like 1,400 or so patrons who put in, but it's really like there's a handful of super patrons, just a few, who basically are keeping FranLab functional. Without all the patrons, FranLab would not be possible, but with the help of some very generous people, FranLab is doing well. I mean, not great. There's not really a whole lot of money for projects. There's not a whole lot of money for new equipment this year. There will be a little bit, but not a lot. But we're doing okay. But we're not going to be doing okay if I have to take Patreon money to pay for my doctor's bills, because that just throws over the whole apple cart. It's such a huge chunk of money. The healthcare is such a huge chunk of money. If it were to come out of the FranLab money, I wouldn't be able to pay the rent. It's a huge, huge, huge burden. So anyway, I have the GoFundMe going. We'll just see. I'm hoping that it will be successful. The goal that I set for the GoFundMe, it's about half of what I'll need this year. If I meet the goal, at a minimum, it would offset the burden on FranLab a good portion. But if I could successfully funding all my health care, which would be, if I keep the health insurance, it'd be in excess of $20,000 this year. It's just almost an unfathomable amount of money. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it'll do well. If it does, then I can unburden FranLab with my own personal expenses. If I can cover my healthcare costs separately, if it gets 100% covered, well then, if the GoFundMe were successful enough, I could ignore the AdSense money altogether and just let it go and backwind my content to just doing a few videos a week rather than 7. I would still do the short, and I'd still do the live stream, but what I would do is I wouldn't post anything in the week. I would just do my Friday short. I would do a project video for Saturdays like I used to, and then live stream on Sunday, and then in the middle of the week I would just work on projects. I could do that if I didn't have to care about the AdSense revenue, and I really wish that I didn't have to care about the AdSense revenue. It's such a pittance. I mean, it's a small amount of the total revenues brought in to support FranLab, but it's a critical percentage. And it's that AdSense money that's really been going almost entirely to paying for my healthcare expenses. But if it's covered by the GoFundMe, then I can just forget about the AdSense money for healthcare. And that's going to unburden my work. And so FranLab would be able to change and kind of go back to doing more strategic videos. I've got such a backlog of pen and pencil videos. I've got a backlog of photography videos that I want to do. But all these kind of videos, they take time, Some of them take days to do. And those days aren't there because every single day I'm in the office cranking out content for the algorithm just so that I'll be seen, and I don't want to do that. I desperately desperately want to not do that. But the GoFundMe, it is critical. It's critical to unburden my personal costs from FranLab. And as a consequence of doing that, it actually will allow me to go back to doing what I want to do with FranLab, because I can ignore the AdSense, which is currently paying for my healthcare. So, thank you in advance. Thank you, everyone. Thank you in advance. Thank you. So, links in the description. And thanks. In the lab. That's where I work. In the lab. Go berserk. In my lab. That's where I work. That's what you're watching. FranLab. That's what I'm doing. Working at the bench again. I'm Fran.